Hey everyone, welcome back to CodeCrest Studio. Today we're building an absolutely stunning scroll-triggered animation that looks like something you'd see on a professional portfolio website. We're talking smooth scrolling, dynamic counters, fading effects, and perfectly synchronized animations. And the best part? I'll show you exactly how to build this from scratch. Let's dive in. So, what exactly are we creating here? We have three main sections. First, an intro screen that says a collection of selected works. This is your entry point. Then, the star of the show, our spotlight section. This is where the magic happens. As you scroll, you'll see a project counter that dynamically updates from 0, 1 to 10, images that fade in and out as they come into view, project names that smoothly animate from the side. Everything moves together in perfect sync. And finally, an outro section that says Scroll Completed, the finishing touch. Now, let me break down the tools we're using. GSAP. This is the animation powerhouse. It's the most popular JavaScript animation library in the world. It handles all our tweens and animations with incredible performance. ScrollTrigger. This is a GSAP plugin that lets us tie animations directly to scroll events. It makes creating scroll-based animations feel effortless. And Lenis. This gives us buttery smooth scrolling. Instead of the default jagged scrolling, Lenis provides momentum-based scrolling that feels premium. We're importing all of these from CDNs, which means zero build setup required. Just copy, paste, and go. Let's start with the HTML. It's incredibly clean and semantic. We have three sections: intro, spotlight, and outro. Nothing fancy here. Now, inside the spotlight section, this is where it gets interesting. The project index div holds our counter, starts at 0, 1/10, and updates as we scroll. The project images div contains 10 images in a column. These are the portfolio images that fade and move as you scroll. The project names div displays the name of each project, things like Human Form Study, Interior Light, Project 21, and so on. These names animate in from the right as their corresponding image comes into view. The key here is that everything is positioned absolutely, which allows us to move and animate them independently. And notice we're loading our script as a module. This is crucial for importing from CDNs. The CSS is equally elegant. Let's break it down. Global styles. We reset margins and padding, set up a dark theme with a beautiful charcoal background, #1414, and use clean typography. The sections, each section is full viewport height, 100 SVH, with overflow hidden so nothing spills out. Project images, here's where it gets interesting. We use position absolute, center them horizontally with left 50%, and transform translate X -50%, and they take up 35% of the width. We add padding top of 50 SVH so they start below the fold. Project names, positioned absolutely at the bottom right. They start with a dark gray color, #4A4A, and will fade to white when they're active. Responsive design. On screens smaller than 1000 pixels, we adjust the image width and force the names to stay white. This ensures the animation looks great on mobile too. The will change property on animated elements tells the browser to optimize for these elements being transformed, a nice performance touch. The JavaScript Part 1, Setup. All right, here's where the real magic happens. Let's walk through the JavaScript step by step. First, we import our three libraries from CDNs, GSAP and ScrollTrigger, then Lenis for smooth scrolling. We register the ScrollTrigger plugin with GSAP. This unlocks all the scroll-based animation superpowers. Then we initialize Lenis. We create a new instance and hook it into ScrollTrigger so they communicate with each other. This code connects Lenis to GSAP's animation ticker. Every time Lenis scrolls, it updates ScrollTrigger. This is the glue that makes everything work smoothly. Next, we query all our elements from the DOM, the spotlight section, the project counter, all the images container, the project names, and the names container. The JavaScript Part 2, Calculations. Now, here's the clever part. We need to calculate distances for our animations to work perfectly. In Spotlight section height, this is how far the counter can move vertically. It's the section height minus padding minus the counter's own height. Move distance names, same thing for the project names. They need to move a certain distance as we scroll. Move distance images, this calculates how far the image's container should move. It's based on the viewport height minus the image's height. These calculations are crucial because they ensure our animations scale perfectly no matter how large the screen. The JavaScript Part 3, the ScrollTrigger. Here's the star of the show, the ScrollTrigger Setup. In Trigger, we have Spotlight section, and in Start, we have Top. And in End, we have plus equals window.innerHeight times 5px. Pin, true. Pin spacing, true. Scrub, 1. This means the animation starts when the section hits the top of the viewport. The top aligns with the viewport's top, and the animation lasts for 5 viewport heights of scrolling. This gives us plenty of distance to show all 10 projects. Pin pins the section to the viewport, so it doesn't scroll while the animation is playing. It feels like you're in a fixed window. Pin spacing adds spacing after the section so the rest of the page isn't affected by the pinning. Scrub equals 1 is the magic word. It ties the animation timeline directly to the scroll position with a 1-second delay smoothing. No jumps, just fluid motion. The JavaScript Part 4, the animation logic. Inside the onUpdate function, we have code that runs every single frame of the scroll. Progress is a value from 0 to 1 that represents where we are in our scroll animation. 0 is the start, 1 is the end. The first animation, the counter. We multiply progress by our total project count to figure out which project we're on. If progress is 0.3 and we have 10 projects, we're on project 3. Pad start to 0 adds a leading 0, so we get 0.3 instead of 3, that clean, professional look. Then we move the counter down based on progress. The second animation, the images. We move the entire images container up as we scroll. This creates that smooth scrolling effect through all the images. The third animation, image opacity. Here's something cool. We're checking if each image is currently in the center of the viewport. If it is, we make it fully opaque, 1. If it's not, we fade it to 50% opacity. Get bounding client rect gives us the image's position on screen in real time. We compare that to our threshold, which is half the viewport height, to know which image should be highlighted. The fourth animation, project names. Here's the most complex part, so pay attention. For each project name, we calculate when it should be active. Project 1 should be active from 0% to 10% of our scroll. Project 2 from 10% to 20%, and so on. We calculate the individual project progress for each name. This is 0 to 1 specifically for that project. Then we move the name up based on this progress, and we change the color to white when it's active. Project progress is between 0 and 1, and back to gray when it's not. This creates that beautiful effect where each project name slides in as its corresponding image comes into focus. The final touches. We also added a fav icon, that little icon in the browser tab, just to keep things polished. And we're hosting everything on CDNs, so there's 0 build process, no NPM install, no Webpack, no complicated setup, just HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and powerful libraries imported from the cloud. Summary and call to action. So there you have it, a professional-grade scroll animation that looks incredibly complex but is built on simple principles. 1. Calculate distances so animations scale responsibly. 2. Create a scroll trigger to link animations to scroll position. 3. Update elements in real time using the scroll progress. 4. Combine multiple effects, opacity, transforms, colors, to create a cohesive experience. This technique is used on thousands of premium websites because it just feels amazing. Your users will love the smoothness and polish. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like and subscribe for more advanced web animations, and drop a comment below telling me what project you'd like to animate next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy coding!